26 Topps Flagship Football Hobby Full Case. This is the number 2 on the random teams. The first one's to pick your team. I am super excited about this. This is a full case break. This one should be pretty dang fun. Let me go ahead and get you guys shared over to our group. And then I'll get you guys tagged up. All right, should be shared over to the group. Let me get you guys tagged. Oh, I'm excited about this. Right after they announced those like all kings and everything now, this stuff is going to be awesome. All right, Dylan, of course, I'm not able to tag you, sir. I think you watch us on YouTube. All right. There's quite a few people in here, so this is going to take us a second to get everybody tagged up. Sean Morse, I'm not able to tag you, sir. All right, I'm almost there, guys. Just got a few more people to tag up. Travis Von Ups went in there and closed this one out for us today. I appreciate that, Travis. All right, I think that's everybody I was able to tag. All right, Sean Morse. I'm not sure why I can't tag Sean Morse. Guy's a local, too. All right. Give you guys a minute or so to hop up in the room, and then we'll get this started. All right. What's up, Paul? Yeah, man. Welcome, Brett, as well. Brett collects. Yeah, man. We got this product like I think late last night or something like that. So yeah, we were ready to go, man. We just got to sell them spots. This should be fun, man. I'm super looking forward to this. This should be fun. I like how they kind of announced like the All Kings like right before like it came out. I was like, yeah, Topps knew what they were doing. All right, guys, I'll give you about 30 more seconds to hop up in the room. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to get in here. This is going to be a full case. This is going to take me a little while. Actually, let me go get a drink. Let me go get a drink, and I'll bring it in here. And then by that time, we'll go ahead and get everybody's teams going. use this one. I won't even worry about the 3-lane. All right, guys. I got my drink. Told you, man. Ghost Grape is where it's at, y'all. All right. Got our box. Got our top loaders ready. We got everything ready to do this break, guys. Let me shut the door. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get you guys switched over to the randomizer. Get you guys your teams. Here we go. All right. We got everybody's name here from Mr. Robert Wendell down to Sean Johnson. And then we have all the teams here from the Cardinals down to the Commanders. We'll go ahead and start with the names. Here we go. Come on. Oops. Almost re-rolled the dice. Can you tell I'm excited? All right. We got Mr. Greg Horosco up top. We got Mr. Travis Von Epps on the bottom here. Let's go ahead and get that reflected on your guys' screen per usual. So you see what I'm seeing. All right, and then let's go ahead and get the teams going. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully we pull a couple super short prints out of this case. I mean, they've got like 5 or 6 super short prints in this product. All right, we're going to have the Dallas Cowboys up top, and we're going to have the Saints on the bottom. Let's go ahead and get that reflected. Those are your teams, guys. If anybody would like to trade, please just let me know in the comments section. Oh, dude, Sean Herring, you got the Broncos. You lucky dog. I know that's your PC. See what my... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You cannot believe this. My dad got the Raiders, and we are diehard Bronco fans. My dad is Jerry Counts, and he got the Raiders. Oh, my God. Oh, geez. All right, let me go ahead and get the verification codes put in for you guys real quick, and then I'll get the trade timer going. I can't believe that. Oh, my God. He's going to be disgusted. Well, I guess if he gets a Mendoza, he could sell it. That's crazy. All right, guys. Those are the verification codes. Sean, you lucky dog. You got the Broncos, man. I love when people get their PC. That's too cool, man. All right, let me go ahead and start the trade timer, guys. I'll give you guys 3 minutes to trade. Like I said, if anybody wants to trade, please just let me know in the comments section. I will be right back. All right, guys, we got about a minute left on the trade timer, guys. Eric, I did notice that you got you got like a bunch of spots in the basketball today. Hopefully I can break that today too. And guys, we have 2 teams left. 2 teams left in the pick your team. We've got the Browns left and the Jets left. And guys, there is super short prints for the Browns. And there is a very good auto list for the Jets. That's why they're a little bit pricey. But those are the only 2 teams left in our pick your team on that other full case, and I can break that as well today. Well, at least my dad can get a bunch of Fernando Mendozas. I think the reason why it's taken so long, Eric, is because it's just not licensed. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's the biggest reason why it's not really selling too well. Before I start, Sean Johnson does say that the Jaguars are up for trade. If anybody is interested in the Jaguars, I'll give you guys about 30 seconds or so. Give myself a drink again. Telling you, man. Ghost Welch's grape is like where it's at. Oh man, it tastes exactly like Welch's grape too. All right, guys. Sean says we're good to go. Oh my goodness. I get the chills, man. I'm a diehard football fan. By the way, the Broncos play tonight. I will be trying to catch that game. As I'm breaking, I think it starts at 7 o'clock tonight. I do not care that it is preseason. I am a diehard football fan, guys. Sean Herring knows I'm a Bronco fan as well. Guys, look at this. A full case. Oh, my God. Let's go ahead and get all these out. This is going to take a while. Tons of cards. I just talked to my dad, and I told him, I was like, well, the good news is if you get like a bunch of Fernando Mendozas, you can just resell them because he's the #1 draft pick. All right. We got our case empty there. Let's go ahead and get our boxes front and center. Oh, my goodness, man. 11 years. 11 years it took us to get back to licensed product with Topps, guys. I'm so excited. There are so many super short prints in this product. All right, guys, here we go. Box number 1, good luck. Oh, that's right. We get that little pack of silvers or something like that. I totally forgot about that. All right. Obviously, we'll save that for last. You know what? Let me pull my camera back just a little bit. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see how these packs are set up. Benson on that rookie there. I'm sure we're going to have like all the inserts right out there. We got, dude, no way. No way did we get a Carson Beck as our first auto coming out to the Cardinals. No way, dude. Adam Reed. Right off the bat. First pack. You know what would be crazy if this was a hot box? Dude, that is nice to get that auto. Right off the bat. Wow. On card, too. That's sick. That is sick. I think it's a color match, Sean. I think that's what they did. I think it's just a color match. But that's still sick. Dude, we got a mag in the first pack. That's wild. All right, so it looks like they only give you, like, maybe kind of just like one insert in the middle here. All right, Davison Ingenson right there. Arvel Reese. All right, we've got that flashback there of Jaden Daniels coming out to the Commanders. Those are pretty cool, the 1991 flashbacks. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. All right, we got a Christian McCaffrey on the profiles. I remember these. These were like a 90s insert as well. Ashton Gienti on that Future Stars there. All right, come on. Where's our insert sets at? All right, we got Kevin Coleman Jr., Concepcion there. This Jonah Coleman. This was actually a Carson Beck. This was actually a really good rookie class again. Man, some of these packs don't even have like an insert in them. That's crazy. That's cool. I did not know the ink rarity thing. Dude, with all the insert sets that they have, that's crazy that we've only gotten like a couple. All right. We got a Trevor Lawrence here. That one is going to be numbered. That's going to be, looks like a bronze. That's going to be numbered 2026. Coming out to the Jags. I'm so glad that thing dropped flat. That one was coming out to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson getting our first numbered card. All right, Baron Morton there, Sonny Styles. Yeah, Carnell Tate. Yeah, these are going to... I'm going to have a lot of these get sleeved up, a lot of these rookies, guys. It's just going to take me a while to get through it all, so I'm not going to do it while you guys are watching. But we did get a Carnell Tate here on that Aqua variation. That's cool. That is coming out to the Titans. It's partial color match there. Coming out to Mr. TVE. All right, Mike Washington Jr., Derek Moore. I actually kind of like that they put like the insert or whatever backwards. Nick Singleton, Cole Payton. There was like a lot of off-name kind of quarterbacks, weren't there, in this draft too? All right, we've got a Brendan Thompson on the rookie card flashback there for 1991. That'll be coming out to the Chargers. Definitely going to sleeve and top load anything that's like a rookie like that. That's crazy that we pulled that auto in the first pack. All right, we're going to have a David Bailey on the flashback, rookie. That's going to be coming out to the Jets. I might do the same thing. When I get past the first box, I may just make a pile of things to like sleeve and top load. Just so we can kind of get through it, guys, because this full case is going to take a while. All right, we're going to have a Ricky Pearsall here on that holo. They actually do not call these refractors. Which is kind of weird. Oh, yeah, the variations. That's right. Fernando Mendoza there. Yeah, I'll kind of have to glance at some of these cards and see if they're the variation, because I do not know what those variations look like yet. I'm sure they're probably pretty easy to distinguish. I think the Lamar Jackson has like a cheese grater or something on his head, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to be that hard to figure out. Hopefully they'll be like backwards too or something like that. Malachi Freeman there. Then we got that Nico Collins on that flashback. Jaden Reed. There is a lot of paper in this, guys. Yeah, I think you're right, Paul. I think they just call them hollows in the paper, right? I bet you it's probably easy to get a set out of this. Got Max Clare, Brennan Thompson rookies, Chris Brazzell there. Got that team card. Oh, that's pretty cool. Got the all tops team. Myles Garrett coming out to the Browns. A rare insert. We'll take that. Right, a few more packs left in this box, and then we'll open our little silver pack there. Got there Grant Nussmeier, CJ Daniels. Looks like they kind of put the rookies right at the front of the packs, too. Got a profiles, Jahmyr Gibbs. Man, these cards add up quick. You can already see that stack right next to me. It's going to be a lot of cards. All right. Proctor, Raritan, Zachary Branch on those rookies, Taylon Green. And then we're going to have a Drew Alar here coming out to the Pirates on that foil. Rookie coming out to the Steelers. Coming out to Miss Christina Baldwin there. All right, last pack, and then we'll open our little special pack there. All right, looks like we're going to have a Reggie Virgil on the throwback. All right, let me get these in the box. Like I said, lots of paper. Get that one sleeved up in our little sleeve pile. And then here we go on our special pack. You're right. All right, we got a David Bailey rookie card on that Mojo. Reggie Virgil for the Cardinals. We got Brennan Thompson for the Chargers. Chris Brazzell for the Panthers. And then we got a Jadarian Price coming out to the Seahawks. I guess they're all just rookies, huh? Where can we put those? We'll put those like right here. All right. Yeah, it looks like those all-defensive team were not that easy to get. There was one in a box. All right, so the auto was in the first pack the last time. I wonder if the auto's in the first pack again. All right, here we go. Concepcion there, Jonah Coleman, Carson Beck. Like I said, a lot of these will get sleeved and top-loaded, guys, on some of these rookies. All right, the auto was not in the first pack. I will admit, man, it's hard when you've done, like, baseball for, like, the last month, and then all of a sudden you go back into football. Oh, we got a Falk there. And we are going to have a DeAndre Swift. Oh, that is cool looking right there. That's going to be a wild card. DeAndre Swift out of 50. Coming out to the Bears. That's sick. Now I got to see who got the Bears up there. Mr. Travis Von Epps. That is a nice one. That is so cool. It kind of reminds me almost like that Kaboom look in the background, like with the pattern. Chris Johnson, Wetch in there, Terrell, McGowan. Yeah, it looks like they put the rookies right at the front. And then you got all your veterans. Dylan, I'm not exactly sure. They've got a couple rookies. No, we did not. We still got 2 teams that need to sell on the pick your team. We did not do we did a pick your team for number 1, and we did random teams for number 2. That's how we do our breaks. So there was no random teams number 1. This is technically the first one. All right. It looks like we've got a Jason Myers on the Hail to the Champion insert there. Guys, there are so many insert sets in this football. So many insert sets. That's coming out to the Seahawks. We're still looking for our auto, guys. Like I said, Carnell Tate there again. Singleton, Cole Payton. Very rookie heavy at the beginning of the pack. They've got some decent autos, too, on the checklist. That's why they were a little bit pricier. All right, we got a Jahmyr Gibbs on that flashback. Dude, Jahmyr Gibbs is so good. We're drafting on Sunday for our fantasy football. Please let me get the number 1 pick. Caleb Downs there. Like I said, guys, I will probably be going through some of these rookies and making sure they get sleeved and top-loaded. Guys, we've only got the Browns and the Jets left in that PYT, and I can break that today as well. All right, we're going to have a greatest hits here of Matthew Stafford. Did you notice something? In our first box, we only got 1 insert. In our second box, we've gotten like 3 or 4 already. So, that is kind of weird. I did notice that. Yeah, we've already gotten like wild card. We only got a defensive team in the first box, and that was it. Virgil there. All right, we're going to have a Jalen Warren. And that's coming out to the Steelers on that foil. We are still looking for our first auto, guys, out of this box. Well, you only get 1 technically, so another Mendoza there. All right, we're going to have an Amon-Ra St. Brown on that ticket. Coming out to the Lions. Guys, there was like an insert in almost every pack now in this box. But the first box, not the same. I just think that's kind of weird. I told my dad, because we can't stand the Raiders, because we're Denver Bronco fans, but my dad ended up getting the Raiders in this break. I said, dude, just sell all your Mendozas, man. Somebody will buy all that stuff. Oh, or relic, yep. Dang, Paul, why don't we... You should come here and start being our breaker, bro. I'm, like, being serious. All right, this is super cool. This is a flashback of Jeremy McNichols numbered to 150. That is cool. A throwback auto to 1991. I like that. That is going to be coming out to the Commanders. Now, that is cool. And that is coming out to Mr. Travis Von Epps. I like that one. Well, at least we've gotten a 2 for 2 on autos. We can be thankful for that. Stowers there, Malachi Fields, Bernard. And then we got a profile CD Lamb. Guys, like I said, we have 2 teams left in the pick your team. Ty Simpson there. And then we got Seattle Seahawks on that team card there. All right, nothing crazy. All right, we got a throwback on that Concepcion, on that rookie coming out to the Browns. There's one of your rookies for the Browns right there. That is one of the teams that are left in the pick your team. And I'm pretty sure Quinshon Judkins has one of those All Kings. All right, we're going to have a Jalen McMillan here. This one's going to be numbered to 2026. Coming out to the Bucks. Coming out to Mr. Sean Herring. There you go, Sean. It's weird seeing the second-year cards of Shadur Sanders and stuff now. It always trips me out. All right, we're going to have that Caden how do you say that name? Caden Wedgen on that rookie card flashback for the Steelers. All right, we got a few packs left here, guys, and then we'll open our little mojo pack. Trying to get through this stuff, guys. It's a lot of cards. Right, we're going to have that Michael Penix Jr. on that throwback coming out to the Falcons. Looks like we got another foil in here. Skylar Bell, Chris Bell, Jeremiah Love, and Drew Alar there. And then we're going to have a Jack Campbell. And that's going to be another foil there. That's coming out to the Lions. There you go, Lions. All right, last pack of this box, and then we'll open our little mojo pack. Jones, Black, TJ Parker. And we got a Ring of Honor right at the end here of Malcolm Smith coming out to the Seahawks. This is definitely the inserts that they did back in the day, dude. That is so cool. I like how they brought all that stuff back. All right. And our last 2 there. All right, let me get these in the box. Get that Drew Alar. All right. Let's pull some bangers. All right, Ty Simpson, nice one there. Kenyon Sadiq, there's another rookie for the Jets there. Antonio Williams coming out to the Commanders. Denzel Boston. And then we got a Caleb Douglas for the Dolphins there. On our mojo cards. All right, here we go. Box number 3, guys. Tons of cards, man. And guys, I think we only got like a couple cases in. So that pick your team, I think, is just our other case, and that's pretty much it. Unfortunately. Being a smaller shop. All right. Our first one here is going to be a Jordan Tyson on that rookie card flashback coming out to the Saints. Jonah Coleman there. Another Carson Beck. All right. We're going to have a Derrick Henry here. That one's going to be our first foil. Coming out to the Ravens. So what do you get, like, technically, I guess, like one or two numbered cards, and then you get a couple, like, foils? All right. Got the greatest hits. Matthew Stafford. That's the same card we just got in the last box. All right. We are going to have a relic in this box. It's going to be a field fit swatch of Bucky Irving, and that is going to be coming out to the Bucks. Which is going to be Mr. Sean Herring. We got a relic for our third box. Hopefully there's a super short print in this one. All right, we're going to have a Trey McBride on that all-defensive team. That's coming out to the Cardinals. Carnell Tate. Singleton, Cole Payton. Not a bad few rookies there. All right, nothing crazy there. Ryder Fernando Mendoza. Corey Lane, David Bailey. Yeah, Jets do have kind of like a lot of rookies, it looks like. Looks like we're going to have a Terry McLaurin here for our other foil. That's going to be coming out to the Commanders. Isaiah Likely and a Bo Nix right there at the end. Say that name 3 times. Ethan Kalakamanis. Wow. All right. And then we're going to have another Michael Penix on that throwback coming out to the Falcons. All right. Let's get a variation or a gold back. You know, like a gold back variation. Come on. Brendan Thompson there. Buffalo Bills on the team card. Philadelphia Eagles on the team card. Come on now. There you go, Brazil. Newsmeyer there. And then we got a CeeDee Lamb on the profiles coming out to the Cowboys. You know, I'm not a big Dolphins fan, but I do like these jerseys that they came up with. I think those are cool. Like the black and like the strong teal in there. All right, it looks like we're going to have a Caden McDonald numbered to 2026. That's going to be coming out to the Texans. That's coming out to Mr. Rich Eisenhower. There you go, Rich. Right, we're going to have a Cam Ward on the 1991 there for the Titans. I like that color. Drew Alar. All right, what is it going to be, guys? Kind of look like a gold. Caleb Williams on the gold foiled number /50. There we go for the Bears. Nice one there. You know, it is the breaker's discretion. I'm going to mag that. Coming out to Mr. Travis Von Epps. It's release day. Sure, that's going to be going for a little bit. Nice one for the Bears. Nice photo, too. Yes, they are eating. They are grubbing a little bit right now. But that is a nice one. Very nice. There you go, Mr. Travis Von Epps. Digging it. All right, we got a Jackson Dart on the profiles coming out to the Giants. All right, we're going to have an Amon-Ra St. Brown on that ticket again. That's 2 of those. That's a nice Joe Burrow on the horizontal. Fortunately, not a lot of crazy stuff unless you hit something like that. That's the only thing about, like, the flagship product is it is a lot of, like, regular just base cards. And you got to get really lucky on some of these inserts. There we go. We got a Fernando Mendoza on the 1991 flashback. Coming out to my dad. Oh. All right. I'm pretty sure we can get autos out of those mojos, can't we, Paul? All right, nothing crazy in that pack. All right. Concepcion there. And then we got a Jahmyr Gibbs on the throwback for the Lions. All right, last pack of this box. Yes, it is printed to the moon. All right, do we have anything left in this last pack here? No, we do not. All right, let's go ahead and open our little mojo pack here. Let's pull something crazy out of this pack. Xavier Thomas. It looks like these are all rookies, too, so that's pretty cool. Emmett Johnson, Ty Simpson, Kenyon Sadiq, and an Antonio Williams. You know, that'd be kind of like a cool little set to get. Would just be all those like little mojo rookie cards from those packs. Guys, you knew this was one was going to take a while to open. Hopefully we have more autos than we do relics coming out of this stuff. Empty box there. Let me go ahead and throw these in the box for us. All right, let me get a drink, guys. All right, here we go. Lots of cards. But I'm here for it. I was mentally prepared today. All right, we got a Ted Hurst on that throwback rookie card for the Bucks. Got Taylor Green there on the rookie for the Browns. And then we are going to have an Amar. Yeah, there is a lot of rookies for the Jets. Amar Cooper Jr. Is going to be number 2026 coming out to the Jets. Man, it might be worth to get the Jets just because of all the rookies they got. That's wild, man. I've seen like 5 rookies for the Jets now. I love that Topps isn't messing around. We got a Gianti on that flashback coming out to the Raiders. I like that Topps actually has them like in their uniforms and stuff. One of the things that I did not like about Panini, even though I do like a lot of Panini products, is the fact that like when they would come out with their rookies, it would be like all in their college gear still. And if you weren't like way up on like all the rookies, it took us a while to sort that stuff. Yeah, dude, the Jets got a crap load of people, dude. All right, we're going to have a Jaden Daniels on the profiles there, coming out to the Commanders. Let me see if real quick, if those 2 teams have sold. Because I'll be doing that right after this one. Nope, the Browns and the Jets are still available, guys. And you can get 20% off of those teams using my code DaveAreen. So, yeah, they are still available. All right, we are going to have a DJ Moore, it looks like, on our first foil. Coming out to Buffalo. Yeah, the Jets are crazy, dude, on rookies. Caleb Douglas there for the Dolphins, Stowers, Fields. That's a good 3 rookies right there. And then we're going to have that CJ Stroud on that throwback. So like I said, I'm pretty sure Quinson Judkins does have a chance to get an All-Kings card. Ty Simpson there. Come on, man. Let's get a variation or something. Come on. All right, we got a greatest hits here. That's going to be Colston Loveland. That'll be coming out to the Bears. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I've already pre-ordered it. I have already pre-ordered it, my friend. I've pre-ordered Wolverine, GTA 6, and I still play WoW. All right, we're going to have a Fred Warner here. That's going to be our second foil of the box there, coming out to the 49ers. It looks good too, man. I like how you actually have to kind of use strategy to like kill people in it. All right, what do we have here? Is this a defensive team card or you got a Derek Coleman? No, it's going to be a Cameron Dicker. Number to 50 coming out to the Chargers on that all defensive team. Man, where did I get that name from? Got the Chargers up there. Mr. Dylan Gouge getting that number to 50. Cameron Dicker, the kicker. All right, I think our relic's going to be in here. Let's go ahead and slow roll this a little bit. We got a Bucky Irving, so it's going to be another Bucks. Was that the same one? Dude, come on. Come on now, Topps. I hate when Topps does that, man. It's like, can we get another one? It's like the same exact card, man. Oh, that's frustrating. Dude, I believe it. Funny story myself. I bought all the collector's editions when they came out. It was like all the way up to what the fuck? What's the one that Shadowlands? I bought all the collector's edition up to Shadowlands, and then I went to like a con and I sold all my collector's editions and made $1,000, but I still kept the game. They just wanted the boxes. Dude, that was back when WoW was like crazy. Guys, this is a sick card. That is sick. Nick Emanwari on the Conference Kings card. That's got to be kind of like a short print. Paul would probably know. That's sick. I might have to mag that one. That is a sick card. I'm going to put that one off to the side for now. Yeah, Shadowlands kind of made me leave the game for a little while. But then I came back. Man, we got quite the rookies right there. Klubnik and all that right there at the beginning. And then we do have a Saquon Barkley here on that all-defensive team coming out to the Eagles. Those do not seem like very easy cards to get. We've gotten like one maybe in a box. But whatever that Seattle Seahawks card is, that is sick. All right, nothing crazy in that pack. Got a Kid Klubnik on the throwback there, coming out to the Jets. Dude, the Jets have a lot of rookies. Paul, how many rookies do the Jets actually have in this? This is crazy. Another Mendoza there. All right, we got a Baker Mayfield on the flashback. Coming out to the Bucks. The Bucks have actually been eating in this break. Bucks have gotten like a bunch of the insert cards. I'm probably going to end up magging that one up. That is a sick card. All right, here we go with our little mojo pack of rookies. All right, we got another Ty Simpson, Kenyon Sadiq. This is like the same pack that we had last time. Denzel Boston and a Caleb Douglas. Yeah, that was like the same pack. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up magging that card. That's just sick. You know what? What I'll do is I'll give it like a couple more boxes, and if we pull like another one out, I probably won't bag it up. Guys, there's a lot of cards here. I think I've already pulled 5 Fernando Mendoza rookie cards, which is absolutely wild. Feels like that guy is going to be way overproduced in this. But at least my dad can resell them right now. All right, here we go. Just about halfway there, guys, on this break. All right, we're going to have a Trey Tucker. It's going to be our first foil coming out to the Raiders. That was weird. They had 2 rookies at the end. Yeah, these packs are different now. They have the rookies after the insert card now. All right, we have an Achan on the profiles. And then we got a Surratt and a Peter Woods on our rookies there. That's going to make it a lot easier for me to go through now. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, does Joe Namath sign in this? Man, I might get the Jets. Dude! Oh my God, that is sick! Oh my goodness, Sean Herring. You lucky dog, that is so sick. Peyton Manning Island Inc. Dude. Dude, that is disgusting. Man. You know I'm biased. I'm a diehard Bronco fan. Dude, that's so sick. Oh my gosh, I've never pulled a Peyton Manning, dude. I've never pulled a Peyton Manning auto. Bro, that is so sick. That is so sick. Oh my God. Oh, that is dope. God, that card is gorgeous too, man. Oh my God. That is disgusting. Yes. Really don't have a lot of room to put cards here right now, but that is sick, dude. Congrats on that, Sean. That is dope. Oh, I'm so envious. You know how much I like the Broncos too, man. Oh, man, that is so sick. Dude, my dad bought them in the picker teams. Hopefully I can pull something sick for him like that. Got a Joe Flacco on that Ring of Honor. This dude's been playing forever, dude. Blake Miller and Malik Benson there at the end. Man, that is sick. Dude, that pretty much paid for the spot you bought. That is disgusting, man. This is why I love breaking, man. This is why I love it. But Paul, it's Peyton Manning. It's like saying, oh, I just pulled like, a Patrick Mahomes auto. Ain't no thing. It's still Peyton Manning, dude. All right. We got that Nick Bonito on that greatest hits coming out to the Broncos as well. I'm biased, man. I'm biased. Profiles Bijan. And then we got a Narvell Reese and a Kevin Coleman Jr. there at the end. Yeah, this stuff is sick, dude. Oh, man, Tua on the Falcons now. That's going to be numbered to 2026. Coming out to the Falcons now. When I watched that Denver game last week against the Falcons, bro, Tua looked so bad. Tua looked so bad. I'm sorry, he did. Concepcion there for the Browns. See, that's a good rookie to get for the Browns. Another reason why I think it's cool is because I've never been able to pull a Peyton Manning auto. Out of all the stuff that I've broke, all right, we got a Lamar Jackson on a ticket there. Carson Beck. Oh, dude, that's sick, man. Wow. That's such an awesome hit. Wow, dude. I'm so glad I pulled that. All right, what's up with our packs, man? It's like a bunch of just base cards. No inserts or nothing. All right, we got a greatest hits here. That's going to be of a high Gilman. I don't even know who that is. Ohahi Gilman? Bro, football is like my #1 sport that I watch, and I don't even know who that guy was. Man, this box has been brutal, though, after that Manning auto. We've got like 2 inserts out of all these packs. All right, there we go. We got a Jamar Chase on that all-tops team coming out to the Bengals. All right, we got a Devin Withers. Okay, so they are kind of like a regular insert, but they are pretty cool. So I guess they're all just going to be kind of like Seahawks. So I'll go ahead and just top load those. But those are kind of sick cards. Guys, I'm going to have so much stuff top loaded for you guys. Because I'm going to have to go through this once I'm done with it. And get some of your, like, Nessmeyer. I'm going to probably be sleeving that guy up. Guys, he was my running back last year, and he got me so many points. James Cook is very good. All right, a few packs left in this box, guys. We still got 7 boxes to go on this break. All right, we're going to have a Jonathan Taylor on that throwback. 1991. Gotcha. Would have been nice if it was the Broncos. But Bo Nix went out and broke his leg. Bro, this box has been brutal after that Manning auto. Topps has given us no love on this box. All right, there we go. We got a Kyler Murray now with the Vikings. He was the one guy that to me, he's always been like a what if. I feel like this guy could have been like really, really good. But it just like never happened, man. Like he had a couple good seasons. But yeah, there's not many people holding that 2019 class together anymore. I think TJ Watt. Oh, this is sick. What is this? All hail the champion to 150? Did we get one of those earlier? All right, that's sick. Byron Murphy II. Man, that is a sick looking card. Man, I guess I should have my checklist up. Let me see how rare that card is real quick. come on. Sometimes I hate the internet. So, pretty much like a regular short print is what you're saying, Paul? Oh. So it is a case hit. Okay. Right on. I will say this, coming out of the pack, you do have a little bit of a whiting there in your corner. Who's got the Seahawks? Jeremy Sloan. I just want you to see that, Jeremy, before I go ahead and mag that for you. But there is some whiting in that corner. And that's like how it came out of the pack, man. I just want you to see that. That is numbered to 50, Caleb Williams. And dude, Travis Watson, in our first pack, we pulled the Carson Beck auto. It was the very first pack of the break, too. That's crazy, dude. So this has actually been a really good case then. Paul's my odds dude. Guys, I'm going to have to get more stands by the time this is over with. Push that back a little bit. There we go. Try to get the glare off that Carson Beck. All right, here we go with our rookie pack, guys. Oh, we got a Fernando Mendoza. That's a nice one. Okay, so it's not all rookies. There's a Bo Nix and a Jalen Hurts right there. That's weird. That's the first pack that hasn't been all rookies. Well, there we go. We got another Fernando Mendoza for my dad there. Yeah, Jeremy, I just want to, I always just want to make sure that you guys know, because sometimes, like, in the past, we've sent stuff to people that's come out of the pack like that, and then they think, like, we've damaged it, which I totally understand, but that's why I wanted to, like, show you up front, like, once I pulled it out of the pack. But appreciate the understanding, man. If you would like, we can send you a pack in a box if you'd like, if you want to try to get a replacement from Topps. We can definitely do that for you. All right, nothing crazy in that pack. Now we went back to the rookies being in the front. All right, we're going to have a CJ Stroud on that ticket coming out to the Texans. Yeah, just let me know, Jeremy, if you want me to send you a box and a pack, and we will do that for you. Arvell Reese back there. Bo Chapman Nix. All right, guys. I know, like, quite a few of you are watching right now. Who do you think is going to be the Super Bowl champion this year? Early predictions. Who do you think? Do you think Seattle's going to go back-to-back? I don't. All right, we got a Luther the Burden III on the greatest hits there. Cool, yeah, I'll send you a box and a pack, man. No worries. Nice little Carson Beck there in our rookie pile. crazy break, man. There's a lot of cards here. This is like the old days, man, when we used to do Ty Simpson. When we used to do Bowman breaks and it was a full case. Got a Joe Burrow on that flashback 1991 for the Bengals. Chiefs all day, huh? Man, some of these packs are super brutal. Niners. Those aren't bad predictions, man. I mean, they're both great teams. We'll have to see how Mahomes does coming back from that leg injury. Same thing with Bo Nix. It's crazy, man, all those people that got hurt at the end of the year. Klubnik there. Another Jets rookie. All right, we're going to have a Ted McMillan here. That's going to be our first foil coming out of this box. Coming out to the Panthers. He was a very good rookie last year. Very good rookie last year. Man, the rookies actually did pretty darn decent last year. All right, we got a greatest hits here of Jameis Winston there for the Giants. Guys, we haven't even got like a variation or anything yet either. We're halfway through this case. I do like Buffalo, man. I do. I mean, of course, Denver's like my favorite team. Oh, there we go. We got a Jaden Blue auto, and this is going to be numbered to 50 coming out to the Cowboys. Man, he wasn't bad last year either. Now I just got to see you at the Cowboys. Mr. Gregor Roscoe. You think it's going to be Bucks versus Bills, huh? All right, we got a Jaden Blue to 50. That's pretty cool. I'm probably not going to mag it, but that is very nice for a nice hit for the Cowboys. I'm glad this stuff's like sharing the love too. A lot of teams are getting a hit, getting hits here. Well, I'm biased. I think it's going to be the Broncos. I think with Bo Nix being healthy again now and over his leg thing, dude, I'm always going to have that, like, what if he didn't get injured in that Buffalo game? If we would have, like, beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. It's always like a what if. Drew Alar there. All right. But I do like the Bills, man. I kind of got like a soft spot in my heart for them because they're one of the teams that have lost like 4 Super Bowls like the Broncos. Got a Jacoby Lane rookie on that 1991 for the Vikings. Yeah. But, us picking up Waddle and stuff, man, like, I think we'll be good. All right, is this going to be a Carson Beck numbered? Yes, it is. We got a Carson Beck numbered to 2026 coming out to the Cardinals. That almost might be a mag. Who's that coming out to again on the Cardinals? Adam Reed. Nice one, Adam. Nice numbered one, man. We'll put that like in the honorary mention pile up there. You know what? I think the Lions and Bills would be an awesome Super Bowl. I think it would be, man. I think it would just be like 2 offenses just going at it. We got a Jordan Tyson on that throwback rookie for the Saints. It'd be like Josh Allen and Jared Goff just throwing touchdowns back to back to back to back. Nothing crazy there. I will try, Travis. Carnell Tate there. We got a Saquon on the 1991 for the Eagles. Guys, I'm going to take a drink out of this and do just a small break. We're at the halfway point. There's a lot of cards to get through. All right, we're going to have our other foil card here. That's going to be the Raging Bulls like team card. There you go, Bills. I said Bulls, by the way, but I meant the Bills. All right, our last pack in this box, and then we will do our little Mojo pack. All right, we're going to have a Micah Parsons on that all-defensive team there. Guys, pretty much him and, what's his face? They're like the best defensive guys in the league. Myles Garrett. All right, here goes our little Mojo pack. Falk rookie, Styles rookie, Kalen Black rookie, Carnell Tate rookie, and Nick Singleton rookie. Those were both coming out to the Dolphins right at the end there. Yeah. Guys, this stuff is so cool. Like, I know it's like a lot of base cards, but I'm just glad Topps is back with like licensed stuff, man. And we still have yet to pull a variation of something, and we are 6 boxes in. We're going to have a nice little recap, though. All right, let me get a drink. All right, let's see if that other one's sold out. Probably not. Nobody wants the Browns or Jets, man. Nobody wants them teams. All right. I do know there's a couple super short prints in here for the Browns. They do have a chance at that. I'm not up on the Jets, though. I know they have a lot of rookies. All right, here we go. Second half, guys. Try to pick up the pace a little bit more. Try to get to the real stuff. All right, it looks like we're going to have a foil on that triple. I'm probably not going to end up randoming that off. I'll probably give it to the person that has the less amount of cards because it's not numbered. If it's numbered, then I would definitely random that off between those 3 teams. Caleb Douglas there. Caleb Williams on the profiles. Yeah, there's like a lot of cool matchups. Concepcion there. And then we're going to have, there we go, Lad McConkey on the variation. I was like, when were we going to have a variation? But there we go, coming out to the Chargers on the gold back. Mr. Dylan Gouge. There you go, Dylan. There we go. You know, this has actually been a pretty decent break. All right. Another one up here. All right, we've got the relic here of Skylar Bell. This is going to be coming out to the Bills. There you go, Sean. Got you a Bills relic there on that rookie. All right, now we need to have an auto in our next box. We've had few relics in a row now. Ty Simpson there. Then we're going to have that Derrick Henry on that ticket. Nothing crazy there. Jonah Coleman, Carson Beck. Right, we're going to have a Jackson Dart on that throwback. 1991 coming out to the Giants. All right, now we need to be looking for a couple super short prints now. Kenyon Sadiq on that rookie card, 1991. Nothing there. Mahomes base card at the end. Right, we're going to have a greatest hits here of Brock Purdy coming out to the 49ers. Will we pull an All Kings card? That is the question. Klubnik there for the Jets. And then we're going to have a Caden Wetjen on that number to 2026 rookie card coming out to the Steelers. There you go, Steelers. Nice numbered rookie card there for you. Bryce Young on the 1991 for the Panthers. Nothing there. Nothing there. Man. Greatest hits here of Baker Mayfield for the Bucks. Carnell Tate. All right, we're going to have a Cameron Dicker again here on that All-Pro. Coming out to the Chargers. That Tate for the Titans. I notice when you hit like a good card in a box, you really don't get much left. Ty Simpson on the throwback. Not a bad one there for the Rams. Nice throwback rookie. I will say the 1991 top set was pretty just kind of like, it was basic, but it was very clean. Skylar Bell back there. Yeah, I noticed like when you pull, like we pulled that Lad McConkey, and then the rest of this box has kind of just been like, nothing. Drew Alar there. And then we got a Caleb Williams on the 1991 to finish off that box. Here's our little Mojo pack. We need to pull it numbered or something out of here. All right, we got a Mendoza. Not bad there. Jordan Tyson. Jacoby Lane, David Bailey, and Reggie Virgil. Notice how they're pretty much all rookies. That one pack was the only one that had a Bo Nix and a Jalen Hurts in it. All right, here we go. Next box, guys. we're almost at the point where we've pulled something in each box. So hopefully we can keep it going. All right, empty box there. I will try. I did love me some Megatron, man. All right, we got a profiles Derrick Henry. Coming out to the Ravens. Oh, let me put these cards in the box. These pot things add up very quickly. Ton of cards, man. And I'm going to have to stretch here in a second. All right, these old bones need to get a stretch in. Garrett Wilson on the throwback. Klubnik there. Caleb Downs. Not a bad rookie pack there. All right, we got a Montez Sweat. That's going to be numbered to 2026 coming out to the Bears. The Bears. Yeah, Bears have hit quite a few numbered and stuff in this. Cooper DeJean. We're definitely due for an auto, though. I will tell you that. All right, we got a Ring of Honor Malcolm Smith. I just mixed up all my cards that I had separated. Good one, David. All right. Virgil back there. Come on, man. We need a super short print. Quit playing. Let's pull something huge. All right. Dylan Theinman on that rookie card throwback for the Bears. Looks like we have a foil in here. Concepcion there. Jonah Coleman. Carson Beck. And then we're going to have a Justice Hill. That's going to be our first foil coming out to the Ravens. All right, Devontae Adams on that ticket for the Rams. All right, I have a question for you guys. Why did he call himself Megatron, or why did they call him Megatron? I actually legitimately don't know, but they did call him Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Does anybody know that little factoid? All right, we've got a Mike Washington Jr. on that 1991 for the Raiders. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't seen more like Raiders stuff because of Mendoza. Carnell Tate there. And then we're going to have, all right, now this is a short print as well. This is the team logo card. Monroe Freeling coming out to the Panthers. And those are considered short prints as well. Who got the Panthers? Mr. Sean Herring. There you go, Sean. Guys, we've almost got a mag in each box. I'm definitely not hating that. I mean, he's not like an amazing, great, outstanding rookie, but that's still a short print. Huge size and speed. Okay. Man, I am out of I'm out of holders. When I go to stretch on this next box, I'll try to go get a few more of those for us. But I'm definitely going to take a small stretch after this box. Because that would have been like 8 or 9 boxes that we just went through. Here we go again. You get a short print. The rest of the box is ho-hum. All right, we got a greatest hits here of Caleb Williams for the Bears. Drew Alar there again. You guys are going to get a lot of rookies for your team. We got a Danny Dimes on that all-tops team coming out to the Colts. Dang, I totally forgot about the Colts. Wow, dude. Dude, and we ship all the cards. Are they shipping all their cards? We're shipping all the cards to you this time. So that's wild. Well, Sean, I appreciate you getting into our break. It definitely helps us as a smaller shop. All right, we're going to have a Jeremy Bernard on that rookie card foil coming out to the Steelers. Yeah, we're doing all the base again for this product because it's the first licensed in 11 years. So yeah, everybody's getting all their stuff. Caleb Douglas there, Stowers. Where's our auto? Did we miss our auto? Xavier Thomas on that 1991 for the Bears, of course. Yes, you have, Sean. Yes, you have. And we definitely appreciate that. All right, we're going to have a Trey Harris III as our relic. Man, we are definitely due for an auto again. Come on. I hate when Topps does this, man. But that is coming out to the Chargers. Chargers eating a little bit too. Sean, I know you've been down since day one, man. I started in 2019. And I was shipping and stuff during like the pandemic and all that. And I remember all the OGs, man. I remember when you sent me a couple Denver autos. I thought that was cool. Brian Thomas Jr. on that 1991. And our last pack of this box. Still looking for an elusive SSP. All right, here we go with our Mojo pack. Jeremiah Love, Drew Alar, Eli Stowers, Malachi Fields, and a Jeremy Bernard again. All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get a couple of those holders, and I'm going to take a stretch. See how I pulled that Peyton Manning? Do I need to get the manifest for you? All right, it looks like I found just a few. Got these one plastic ones. All right, let me get these in one stack. Then I can move these over. All right. There we go. And then I got these little plastic ones too. All right, here we go, guys. Last 4 boxes of this break. What's up? Yeah, I had to take a stretch real quick. My dad works with me here, so I also had to send him to the post office now. He's one of my shippers. Hello, Diggs, whoever you are. What is up? All right. Here we go, guys. Last 4 boxes. We're going to get a Brandon Aubrey on that all-tops team. That one's going to be coming out to the Cowboys. And, guys, like I said, I will definitely be going through most of these cards again. Some of the bigger rookies, like some of the more named rookies, I'll definitely get sleeved and top-loaded for you guys. We got a Quinshon Judkins on that throwback. That is one of the Browns guys that you would want. And he does have an All-Kings card, which is a super short print. And that is one of the teams that is left in our Pick Your Team, is the Browns. All right, we're going to have a Sam Laporta. There you go. There's at least a Lions hit. That one's going to be numbered to 2026, coming out to the Lions. At least the Lions are on the board. There you go, Travis Wasson. Sam Laporta, very good player. All right, we've got a Scary Terry McMillan on that ticket for the Commanders. All right, nothing there. Right, we're going to have a Reggie Virgil on that rookie 1991. That's coming out to the Cardinals. Caleb Douglas there. All right, we're going to have a Jacoby Krosky Merritt on our first foil. That's going to be coming out to the Redskins. Sorry, the Commanders. Man, I had a brain fart there. Right, we're going to have a Caleb Williams on that ticket for the Bears. All right, we got 4 more boxes here to at least get one of the super short prints. Ty Simpson there. That was it, that pack. Right, we're going to have a Jacoby Lane on that rookie card 1991 coming out to the Vikings. All right, it's been quiet for too long. Come on now. Our last card we got was that Ladd McConkey, right? No, it was that short print Panthers card. All right, we got to have a greatest hits here of Isaac Tesla. Another Mendoza there. It's a long break, guys. Appreciate you guys sticking with me, whoever stuck with me. All right, we're going to have a Derek Stingley Jr. on the wild card. I like those inserts. Seem to be a little bit on the short print side. I mean, we've only gotten 2, and we are almost through our case. So that's going to be coming out to the Texans there. All right, we're going to have a Malachi Fields here on the rookie foil. Coming out to the Giants there. All right, last few packs here, and we got 3 boxes left, guys. Like I said, the Browns and the Jets are the only 2 teams left in our Pick Your Team. All right, we got a David Bailey, another one of the mini Jets rookies. All right, and there is going to be another relic for us, guys. It's going to be a Keon Coleman coming out to the Bills. It's almost like the autos are kind of rare. We've pretty much gotten like a couple autos and all relics. Nussmeier back there. Mahomes on that 1991. All right, let's go do our Mojo pack. All right, we've got a Sonny Styles, Kalen Black, Carnell Tate, Nick Singleton, and a Cole Payton. 3 boxes left. 3 more chances for a super short prints. Which is Touchdown, Strutton, and Billboard materials, as well as all Kings. Empty box there. All right, let me get this pile put up. Stuff makes me nervous when it's that high. You guys are going to be getting a lot of cards. Whoever got in this break, you guys are going to be getting a ton of cards in the mail. We ship all cards. All right. Ash and Gianti on the profiles. Got another Sam Laporta here, numbered to 2026. So we already have 2 in our possession out of 2026. Coming out to the Lions. God, Geno Smith, man, that dude's still playing too. Some of these guys just keep going. All right, we're going to have a Garrett Wilson on that ticket for the Jets. Guys, you also can get 20% off if you use my code Daverine today. It's DAVERINE. And you can get 20% off those last 2 teams that are left. If anybody's willing to take that closer team mojo. Drew Alar there. And then we got a Caleb Douglas on that rookie 1991 for the Dolphins. Mendoza. All right, we're going to have a Chris Jones here on our foil coming out to the Chiefs. Mendoza. There's a lot of those Mendozas. I think that's like 6 or 7 now. You probably pretty much get one in each box, I'm sure. Lamar Jackson for our 1991 there. All right, we've got Christian McCaffrey on that all-tops team. That's coming out to the 49ers. Nothing crazy there. Yeah, the dream would be to be able to pull something for everybody, man. I'm serious. Like, I would love for everybody to get a hit. We got a 1991 on the Antonio Williams. Probably end up top loading that after I'm done with this break. Caleb Downs, or sorry, Banks. I will say I do feel like this has definitely shared the love a little bit on the hits, at least. Chargers, Seahawks, Cardinals, Bears, Panthers, Broncos so far. All right, and we're going to have a Sam Darnold on that ticket for the Seahawks. All right, come on, man. We're due for something here. We've been quiet for a couple boxes. All right, we're going to have a Logan Jones here. That's going to be numbered. Is that going to be numbered to 25? Man, didn't even notice at first. I mean, it is orange. But you don't have the number on the front, I forgot, on tops. It's on the back now for their flagship. So, yeah, that's going to be coming out to the Bears on that Logan Jones to 25. Well, Bears have definitely hit in this. Coming out to Mr. Travis Von Epps. Man, can you imagine that if that was like a Fernando Mendoza or something? That would be wild right now. That thing would be thousands of dollars. All right, we got Inchuno Nwosu on the greatest hits. I have faith that we'll pull a super short prints. Carson Beck. And then we're going to have an Emmett Johnson here on our other foil. That's going to be coming out to the Chiefs on that rookie card. Please let this one be an auto. Oh. Please no relic. All right, we got a Denzel Boston on that rookie card 1991 for the Browns. Another relic. Come on, man. Pull those to the front. Here we go. All right, it is going to be... Hey, it's going to be a Travion Henderson. That's coming out to the Pats. There you go, Bob. At least we got a hit for you. Not bad. There you go. Patriots on the board now. We've got J.J. McCarthy, which he just left, didn't he? He just went to another team. Tate there. All right. Let's do our Mojo pack. All right, we got a Denzel Boston, Caleb Douglas, Cade Klubnik, Ted Hurst, and then we got a Cade Klubnik numbered to 150, and that's first on print. Coming out to the Jets. There you go, Jets. Mr. Dylan Sandoval. There you go. That's pretty cool. That might be a couple bucks. I mean, that, like, it's probably worth a little bit. And that's numbered to 150. First on print, and that is Cade Klubnik, and that is the Mojo insert cards. So that might be a little bit. All right, we are down to our penultimate box here. Let's get these boxed. Wow. Tons of cards. You guys are going to have a ridiculous amount of cards. There's probably like 3,000 or 4,000 cards in this whole break. All right, we are going to start off with an auto of Brennan Thompson, and that is going to be a rookie card coming out to the Chargers. Actually, you know what? I am going to mag that. It is a rookie. It's on card. The autos don't seem to be very easy to get. I'm going to go ahead and mag it for Mr. Dylan Gouge. Dylan Gouge is another one of our OGs. He is a wide receiver as well, so not a bad card to get. This guy could end up being crazy. You never know. He could end up like getting 1,000 yards his first season and all that. Of course, Dylan. Got another Chargers up here. Check it out, man. And it's first on print as well. I might have to look that up, actually. I might end up getting a mag. Jacoby Brissett, too, man. Jeez. Quinshon Judkins on that 1991. Yes, sir. My pleasure. I told you, here we go. You get a good auto, good short print, something like that. Caleb Williams on that ticket. I really still think that we are like due for something though. Like we have not gotten technically a super short print. We got a Hail to the Champion, but that wasn't really known that that was like a super short print. All right, we got that Seattle Slays on that number to 2026 coming out to the Seahawks. Seahawks kind of getting quite a few on the insert numbered cards as well. Right, we're going to have a Trey McBride there on that Topps All Team. Coming out to the Cardinals there. Dude, if I pull one of those all Kings cards, I'm going to freak. All right, we got a Jackson Dart on the profiles coming out to the Giants. Said this is a lot of cards to get through, guys. Appreciate you guys sticking with it. Whoever's still here. All right, we're going to have a Skylar Bell on that rookie card foil coming out to the Bills. Another nice little one for the Bills there. Gone through 3 things of top loaders already. Concepcion, Carson Beck. Carson Beck on the throwback. Nice one there for the Cardinals. Definitely get that one sleeved and top loaded. I'm not sure, Sean. I can definitely inquire about it. I know that they had some for sale at the store, but I'm not sure if they were doing personals. But I will definitely ask for you. I think it was because we didn't get like a lot of this in. We're a smaller store, so we didn't get allocations like some of the breakers do out there. Oh, we got a nice little Jonah Coleman on that rookie card, 1991. Get that one sleeved up for the Broncos. He actually looks pretty darn good, too. But like I said, I know we didn't get like a ton of it in. Guys, I think we got another gold back here. I think. Or it's a super short print. We will find out here in just a second. Dude, it's a super short print. Who did we get? Devon Achane for the Dolphins on the touchdown super short print. Who got the Dolphins? Nice one. Kenny Kane, another one of our OGs. I was like, we gotta have a super short print coming. There we go. You're like a case? You know, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you like the value boxes or not, but I think we've got like 2 or 3 cases of those. Topps loves giving us the value boxes. Man. There we go. All right, we will take down that Monroe feeling, and then we will put that up there. Our touchdown card. That one will go over to our recap pile. All right. Now I feel if we pull an all Kings, this break will be complete. Cam Ward on the 1991. Yeah, those things were way more common than I thought they were going to be. They're still cool, though. All right, nothing crazy there. Yeah, I'm almost positive we've got value boxes for sale. All right, we're going to have an Isaac Tesla on that greatest hits for the Lions. We need to pull. The one thing we're missing is a big rookie low numbered. A big rookie low numbered. All right, we're going to have a Kenneth Walker here. This one's going to be numbered to 99 on the green. Coming out to the Chiefs. There you go, Chiefs. And he just went to you guys, too. Not a bad one for the Chiefs there. This guy is so good. Josh Nance. Josh Nance with the green to 99. Like I said, we need a rookie low numbered. Below 50. I'm missing the Giants. Makai Lemon on the 1991. Good photo there by Topps. I mean that. Trust me, my dad got the Raiders, and I thought there was going to be a lot more Fernando Mendoza in this than what we got. Alar there again. All right, we're going to have a Quinn Ewers on the foil coming out to the Dolphins. Back-to-back on the Dolphins there. All right, our last pack of this 11th box. Mahomes on the throwback. Here goes our Mojo card. All right, we got a Cade Klubnik again. Ted Hurst. Got that Mike Washington for the Raiders. Xavier Thomas and a Dylan Theinman. All right, we are officially on our last box, folks. We are on the last box. We need to pull another super short print or a low-numbered rookie. Come on. We still got Strutton, Billboard material, and All Kings for super short prints. All right, here we go. Last box. Appreciate you guys sticking through it. This was a long one. Probably took us a couple hours. But we are at the end. And here we go. Hopefully we got some last box magic in us. And I will say that's not a bad one. We got a Jack Campbell on that auto to 150 coming out to the Lions. In our first pack. There you go, Lions. Not a bad one there at all. Man, I did it again. Mixed up my freaking cards. Oh, well. Another Mendoza there. All right, we're going to have a Cameron Dicker. We got like 4 of these for the Chargers today. That's crazy. That makes like our 7th or 8th Mendoza on the base rookie card. Yeah, I kind of thought we'd get like an insert or something of him. Because the Raiders are not a cheap team. They were very expensive in our Pick Your Team. All right. Like I said, we still need a low-numbered rookie or another super short print. All right, we've got the Jadarian Price on that throwback. We've got Jared Verse. That is going to be numbered to 2026, coming out to the Rams. Yeah, I guess that's true. We got a couple of the silver pack ones. Those are probably a couple bucks. My dad will definitely be reselling those. I know that. We can't stand the Raiders. All right, Chris Brazell on that 91 for the Panthers. Man. Maybe that Mojo pack at the end will have something crazy in it. Jackson Dart on the throwback. This looks like our other foil here. It's going to be one of those team leader cards. All right, it looks like we got a pink. Let's get this one up to the front. Let's see what this is. That was a very bright pink. What is this going to be? It's going to be a Myles Garrett number to 1,000 on the pink. Coming out to the Browns. That's very odd. I'm going to say that's probably the first 1,000 that I've seen. Oh, nice. Yes, I will definitely let him know. That is coming out to the Browns. Browns getting one. Was that our first, like, Browns card? Did we hit something? Man, I'm so blind. I can't even see who's got the Browns. All right. Marty Cook. Drew Alar. Ticket Travis Hunter. All right, here we go. Last half of the last box. And we definitely got something colorful in here again. We'll go ahead and reveal it last. This last box might be kind of crazy. I'm not sure what this is. Trevor Lawrence. Oh, we got another super short print. What did I tell y'all? Sean Johnson. And you know what, Sean Johnson, didn't you want to get rid of the Jaguars? That is a sick card, dude. Look how nice that is. Man, we got it. We got another super short print. Man. I don't know if Sean's still watching, but that's a sick card, dude. How much is a base Fernando Mendoza? Because my dad got like 8 of them. All right. There we go. That is a slick looking card too, man. My pleasure, man. Dude, I love pulling bangers for you guys. I mean, that's the whole point of this, you know? Pulling bangers. This has actually been a really decent break. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 technical super short prints. 5 maybe, because we got that Lad McConkey. Oh. And I'm just so automatic. All right. Guess we're doing the mojo first. Carson Beck there. All right. Nothing crazy in that mojo. Oh, well. Sorry about that. My brain was on automatic. Caleb Douglas. Greatest hits on that Brock Purdy. Yes. The feeling the rest of this box is going to kind of be just there. All right, Caleb Williams on that throwback for the Bears. All right, guys, a couple packs left, and then we will run our recap. Our recap's going to take us a little bit. Caleb Williams on the profiles for the Bears. All right, here we go. Last couple packs. All right, we're going to get a Joe. Who's that? Joe Tooney. Guess that's how you would say that. Foil coming out to the Bears. That's all Bears. All those inserts were like Bears in this box, except for that Trevor Lawrence. All right, last pack, guys. And we hit a wild card right at the end of Dalton Kincaid. These were only a couple per case. So I would consider that just a regular short print insert. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get this stuff together. This is going to take a second. Wow. Here we go. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for sticking around. All right, we got that Cade Klubnik number to 150 on that insert mojo rookie card for the Jets. We got that Carson Beck number to 2026 coming out to the Arizona Cardinals. We got that regular short print insert of Dalton Kincaid coming out to the Bills. We got that Myles Garrett to 1,000 coming out to the Browns. We got that Jared Verse to 2026 coming out to the Rams. We got that nice Jack Campbell color match auto, number to 150, coming out to the Lions. We got that nice Kenneth Walker to the third, number to 99 on that green, coming out to the Chiefs. We got that Seattle Slays 2026 coming out to the Seahawks. We have a relic here of Trevion Henderson that was coming out to the Pats. We have that Logan Jones. That was going to be number to 25 on that rookie card coming out to the Bears. We got that Sam Laporta to 2026. We actually got 2 of those coming out to the Lions. We got that Keon Coleman relic coming out to the Bills. We got that other short print insert of Derek Stingley coming out to the Texans. There's our other Sam Laporta. We got that field fit swatch of Trey Harris III. That's going to be coming out to the Chargers. We got that Montez Sweat to 2026 coming out to the Bears. We got Skylar Bell on the rookie card relic coming out to the Bills. We got that Jaden Blue number to 50 coming out to the Cowboys on that auto. I totally forgot about that one. That was a nice one there. We got that Tua number to 2026 coming out to the Falcons. We got that Bucky Irving on the relic coming out to the Bucks, and we got 2 of those as well, I think. Oh, this was numbered to 50. That Cameron Dicker was numbered to 50 on that insert coming out to the Chargers. Omar Cooper Jr. 2026 coming out to the Jets on that rookie card. Caden McDonald on the rookie card numbered to 2026. That was going to be coming out to the Texans. There's our other relic of Bucky Irving. We got that Jalen McMillan to 2026 coming out to the Bucks. We got that Jeremy McNichols numbered to 150 on that 1991 throwback auto coming out to the Commanders. And then we got a Hail to the Champion, which I guess is technically a super short print. So I might end up magging that. That's coming out to the Seahawks. And then we did get a wild card on the short print insert of DeAndre Swift. This one was numbered to 50, which almost looks like a kaboom in the background. If you know, you know. That's coming out to the Bears. Bears did actually pretty good. We got that Drew Alar on that foil. Carnell Tate on that teal. That one was going to be numbered. Not numbered, but we only got 1 of these. 1 teal in the whole case. So I'm going to probably look that one up as well. Trevor Lawrence on that 2026 coming out to the Jags. And then, guys, our mags. We had that super short print of the team logo, Panthers, coming out to Monroe Freeling on that rookie card. We got that Brennan Thompson rookie card on-card auto coming out to the Chargers. Appreciate that, Paul. We got that Ladd McConkey on the gold back variation coming out to the Chargers. We got that super short print of Byron Murphy III, numbered to 150, coming out to the Seahawks. We got that Caleb Williams, numbered to 50, on that gold, coming out to the Bears. And then our bangers, guys, we got Carson Beck on that auto, coming out to the Cardinals. We got that super short print touchdown card coming out to the Dolphins for Devin Achane, or Achan. We got that Trevor Lawrence on that Billboard Materials super short print coming out to the Jags. And then, guys, we've got that Island Ink auto of Peyton Manning coming out to the Broncos. And Paul says these is like 1 in like 10 or 11 cases, guys. Super sick break, guys. I appreciate it. Browns and Jets are the only 2 teams left in the other case, guys. And then we will break that as well.